it's really hard for you to take someone else's strategy beliefs in the form of a strategy and adopt them whole, like exactly as they do. You usually have to have some sort of tweaks or whatever. And so
Welcome to the Think Profit Podcast. All information in this podcast is for educational purposes only and is not financial or health advice.
hey Hugh, I have a question here from a trader, and he's been doing his homework, so he's been doing his back testing on his strategy. uh his issue is he's not sure if he should continue because he's achieved results, and he's like, I don't know if these are, good enough. And his what he's asking me is, what should I do? Like, do I keep doing this, or how does this work? And so my thoughts on this are always like, you know it's really hard for you to take someone else's strategy beliefs in the form of a strategy and adopt them whole, like exactly as they do. You usually have to have some sort of tweaks or whatever. And so I've had him design his own strategy, his own approach. But I think what's happening is he's not happy with the results. So really the question is, as I see it, not really should I continue, although you could argue that. But I think the question is, you know, is there a way for me to trade this way, but like make it better? You know what I mean? I think
hmm
that's basically his question. And so what I say is, uh, look, what we want to do is, which levers can we change here, right? Now everyone knows you can increase your risk or reduce your risk. That's one lever. Another lever is that you can actually change the way you get out of your trades, which is what try and push him into this category. Like, let's do some hard work on our exits. And exits includes exiting losing trades. So stop loss placement, or how you get out of your losing trades, right? So because some people don't use stops, they use other things to get out of losing trades. But the important thing, I guess, here is that most people are going to examine the entry rules, and they're gonna not really do a lot of work on the exit rules. And so my that's was my focus with this guy was, let's look at your exits. And yeah. And so what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think yeah, I would totally agree. Maybe add one more thing is that you know, you could put this into a portfolio of different strategies. So maybe this one is good enough. You can just get started with that. You don't have to make
Yeah.
the, $10 million a month or whatever it is. But you could just start with this one and then layer something on, or you could, like you say, start testing it and create a different version of it and trade both of those at the same time. And you don't have to get stuck in back testing. You can actually get into some like a small live account or your regular live account, um, preferably the smaller live account or a demo account, and then just start, trading that in real time and see how that goes. And you'll get much more feedback than just in back getting stuck in back testing the whole time. So something
Yeah.
else to think about. But yeah, I mean, if you really want to perfect the system, then yeah, you got to go in there and start tweaking the entry, the exit, seeing if your risk management is something that you could mess around with, and kind of go from there.
Yeah. Yeah. I like he's doing a lot better. Like, he's really happy with the way he's changed his stop and his exit rules, from what I've seen the recent data. But I like I actually had a trader once. He was like a programmer, and what he would do is every strategy he would program with constant risk. In other words, as the account grew, you're risking less and less. And the reason why he wanted to do that was he was trying to answer the question, which is, does this have an edge? You know what I mean? Do I
hmm
do I have an edge here or not? Because you can kind of manufacture an edge sometimes with you know okay entry rules, but your risk rules are so good, it kind of, you know what I mean? It
hmm
really helps the system look good. Yeah. So I mean, there's an argument for that too, is to just see if it works in the back testing, and then go from there. Um, yeah, like, in other words, eliminate the impact of risk management. Because you're right, the risk rules make a big impact and can definitely help, as do the entries and the exits. But um, what I always try and focus on with my people that I work with is the exits, because they come to me with a strategy. They're like, I like this, I want to do this, right? And so they've
hmm
got all the entries and all that. and then it's almost like an afterthought. Okay, now how do I get out of these? How do I
Yeah.
get out of these trades? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So it's a bit tricky, but yeah. So it's interesting, like I think when you first start trading, you spend so much time looking at win rate and overall profitability. But as you get, as you get advanced, as you trade for a long time, it becomes more along the lines of, how far can I push it? Like, what are my psychological limits for, you know what I mean, for this style
Hmm.
of trading?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I know, totally. And
Yeah.
you can't be afraid to like just try different things in backtesting. I think a lot of people get stuck on, oh, it's just the entry, right? I'm going to optimize the entry or even just exit. But just try different
Yeah.
things, and sometimes the weirdest thing that you try
Yeah.
might actually, give you the biggest results.
That's so true. Good point. Yep.
All right, thanks,
All
Walter.
right. Thanks.